This is Lisa Merrill, and this is my digital ethical presentation on digital citizenship, internet safety for kindergarten through second grade. The AASL standard covered is 5.2, professional ethics, candidates practice the ethical principles of their profession, advocate for intellectual freedom and privacy, and promote and model digital citizenship and responsibility. Candidates educate the school community on the ethical use of information and ideas. The Oklahoma State Standard is taken from the ISTE National Educational Technology Standards and Performance Indicators for Students. It's standard number 5, digital citizenship. Students understand human, cultural, and societal issues related to technology and practice legal and ethical behavior. Students will advocate and practice safe, legal, and responsible use of information and technology. The student objectives for these lessons our students will compare how staying safe online is similar to staying safe when traveling in the real world, and also the children will explain strategies for participating safely in online searches and activities. So at the beginning of the lesson, the boys and girls will come in and sit down, and a discussion will begin and be started with the prompt of using the internet is like going on a field trip. And to stay safe on field trips, what are some of the things we need to do? And the kids will brainstorm, and the teacher librarian will make sure and point out, stay with an adult, talk only to people they know, and follow the rules. And then the students will be asked, so what field trips or family outings have you been on? After the students discuss that with a partner or by raising their hand and taking turns sharing, then the librarian can direct the conversation to how sometimes going on a trip can be scary, especially if we become lost. But there are ways that we can stay safe when we're traveling, and the same applies for working online. So the students will be told to stop and to follow these rules to stay safe when they're traveling the internet. First of all, always talk to your parent or teacher. Make sure they know you're getting on the internet. Just like when you take a trip, you always talk with your parent first before you go anywhere. And then secondly, talk only to people you know. And that includes online chats and emails, social media. The third rule is to stick to places that are just right for you. And this would be a place where I would emphasize to the students that they need to stay on those websites that their teachers have gone over with them or taught to them and given them rules for playing games or participating in online activities. So after the discussion, the students would view Internet Safety, which is on Brain Pop Jr. It's a short video. It's only 3 minutes and 46 seconds, and it covers all of the things that compare to traveling in real life and traveling on the internet and ways to stay safe. After the video, the students will participate in a think, pair, share discussion to review what they've learned. The first thing that students will be prompted to do is think about 3 things that they know or they have learned about internet safety. Then they'll be asked to pair with a partner, and if the numbers aren't right, they can pair within a group of 3. And then finally, they'll be given the cue to share, and that's when they'll share with each other the things that they've thought of or the things that they've learned. And this will allow them to verbalize and to put into words the things that they've seen and they've learned. After that discussion with the Think, Pair, Share, students are going to make a poster to illustrate what they've learned. And this can be done in two different ways. It can be done small group, depending on the age and the group. Small group of 2, maybe 3 students. They could be given a large piece of butcher paper and markers and illustrate what they learned from the discussion and what they learned from the video. Or for some of the older students, first, second grade, they could use tuxpaint.org to make a digital poster. TuxPaint is an open source program, and it works just like a basic paint program if the school lab doesn't have a paint program that's normally on the computers. This is just a shot of what it looks like to get TuxPaint at its website. So for additional resources for this lesson on internet safety, this is a link to a parent tip sheet, and it just goes, it's a 2-page, it covers common sense on internet safety for elementary kids. It has how to keep your kids safe online, some basic statistics about internet usage with kids, why internet safety matters, and then it also, on the second page, just gives basic internet common sense type rules for parents to go over with their students and reinforce. Also, another additional resource is this link, and it goes to a page from the Office of Educational Technology, and it has a list of interactive websites, NetSmart's safety pledges, and also the series of NetSmart's video, which is actually a series of 30 videos in different episodes, and each episode is labeled for the appropriate grade or age. And then the last additional resource is a link to abcya.com, and it's a short video of an additional 5 cyber rules. They're good for grades 1 to 3. The video is about 4 minutes long, and it goes over these 5 rules on the Cyber 5 rule list. Never share personal information. Don't download alone. Don't respond to a bully. Copy and paste. Save it and print. And then if you feel uncomfortable with what you see, to tell an adult immediately. This is just an additional video that could be shown for the older kids and the younger kids too, kindergarten even, that would go more into depth. This might be shown in a second library session or visit to cover internet safety. And that wraps up the end of my presentation.